You're watching Chris 6 News Sunrise.
Well, welcome back, everyone. It is a pretty muggy and windy start to our day here on Tuesday here in South Texas. As we take a live look over in Kingsville, it just kind of looks muggy out there. You can kind of see the dew off in the distance, especially with the lights out there, and those temperatures into the lower 70s, and only an easterly wind at 10 miles an hour off in Kingsville. At least that's what this weather site is registering, so that's not bad. Into the overnight hours, we did see a few little sprinkles into the inland parts of the coastal bend, but there's just way too much wind for these showers to really materialize and actually get into some moderate shower activity. So what we saw overnight, which is just a bunch of spotty little sprinkles, is exactly what we could see again later on this afternoon. And it's overall better than nothing. It's not a ton of rain, and this is certainly not going to be a drought buster, these little stray showers, but it is nice to see them off and about. Here in Corpus Christi, we're starting off with those temperatures in the middle 60s, 68 degrees out at the Naval Air Station and 70 off in Kingsville, but ranging to 62 over for our friends in the Falfurrias area. And right now, those winds, most locations are seeing those winds above 10 miles an hour. It's a little bit more breezy as you head over into Orange Grove with the south-southeasterly wind at 16 miles per hour. And right now we're registering only one wind gust at 17 miles an hour over in Mathis. So as we look at the hour-by-hour forecast for today, by 11 o'clock already into those mid-70s. And again, these are sustained wind values here. So already a south-southeasterly wind sustained at 23, going to 26, 25 later on this afternoon. So that means those gusts could go around 30 in excess of 40 miles an hour in some locations as we keep those temperatures in the middle to upper 70s. So we'll look for the forecast highs mainly into the 70s across the region, but I do think we'll see a few locations into the low 80s from down to Fremont, Falfurrias, and near Heavenville as well. The marine forecast is once again windy and warm. We have small craft advisories in place. The bay's choppy and the seas 5 to 8 feet. Boaters, mariners, fishermen, if you're going to head out, certainly use caution. The pollen count for today, we have low counts all across the board from grass, ragweed, tree, and down into mold as well. So keep that in mind if you're going to be heading outdoors. And there's all the wind this afternoon, south-southeasterly sustained at 20 to 30 miles an hour. And even by 10 o'clock tonight, those winds are still elevated into Wednesday morning on into Wednesday afternoon too. So folks, unfortunately, the wind is not going to be dying down anytime soon. We got a lot of warm air riding up to the north in central Texas. This was the cold front yesterday morning, and I told you we would retreat back to the north as a warm front. That is already happening, and the Pacific frontal boundary is moving into parts of West Texas into New Mexico as well. A lot of cold air wrapping around it, so we have lots of snow into the central plains. And as we put this in motion, again, we could see a spotty shower or two here and there. And then once the frontal boundary gets close to us late Wednesday evening on into Thursday, that presents our best opportunity for some showers, and some locations could pick up 3/4 of an inch of rain, up to an inch of rain. And up to the north, if you're going to be traveling, we could see a little bit of some snowfall activity as well up in the hill country. But stray showers today, scattered thunder showers late Wednesday on into Thursday. Pretty chilly day on New Year's Eve, and then less wind as we head on into the weekend with cooler temperatures. Paulo.